What a fool I was, what a dominated fool, to think you were the earth and sky.
Wouldn't it be lovely?
Today we are talking about the 1964 film My Fair Lady. My Fair Lady is the musical film adaptation based on the musical written for the stage, based on the play written for the stage by George Bernard Shaw called Pygmalion. So, 6 degrees of writing credits. It is about one Eliza Doolittle who sells flowers in the streets of England, and Henry Higgins, a professor who hears her talking in her awful Cockney accent one night after the theater, meets another man who is a language professor, Colonel Pickering, and they make a bet that Professor Higgins cannot make her a proper lady in time for the Queen's ball, and that everyone will know that she is just a poor, simple street girl. There's just a lot of fun songs, a lot of character development, a lot of moments when you're like, man, Henry Higgins, I would punch you right in the face, but I totally relate to you. Because I, too, don't see the point of marriage, so we're in the same boat, not to mention the fact that Rex Harrison is a dream. The film itself won 8 Academy Awards, and the worst part about it was that Audrey Hepburn was the only person who was nominated for the film that did not receive the Academy Award. So, way to suck, Academy. When I was in the 8th grade, we had to do a biographical project on a famous figure in history, and initially I was going to do Betty Davis, but then I went back to school the next day and I said, I'm going to do Audrey Hepburn, because I didn't know anything about her, but I knew that I would probably really like her in her movies. And then the next weekend, My Fair Lady was playing on TCM, and I watched it, and I just positively fell in love with her. I mean, even though she's super annoying in this movie, and she does a lot of she's just so drop dead gorgeous. Like, I love her so much. She was just such a talented actress, and just her transition as Eliza from just this filthy street rat of a woman to just this classy, beautiful, wonderful lady is just, it was so good, and she just so underrated. She rehearsed for 6 months every day for like 6 hours a day, her vocal coaching, and they still didn't let her sing all the songs for the movie. So instead, Marnie Nixon, the same lady who did all of Natalie Wood's singing in West Side Story, did all of her singing, well, the majority of her singing in this movie. You can definitely tell there's a very distinct line between when Audrey is singing and when Marnie is singing. It is truly just gorgeous. I mean, I love musicals anyway. This one's just so much fun. The costumes definitely add just a whole like extra level to this musical, because a lot of times film musicals aren't as epic as like the stage productions would be, but I really just, the Ascot opening day or whatever, it's just like, those are the most gorgeous costumes I've ever seen put to film in my entire life. Obviously this is the outfit I would wear. Just kidding. Ladies wouldn't be caught dead in blazers then. You know, Freddie Einsford Hill, I kind of secretly am a little bit in love with that stalker. I just love that the whole thing is about language, and how language can really change your outward appearance to everyone, because while you may look a certain way and, you know, seem a certain way, if you speak properly, people will think of you completely differently, and then if you dress better on top of that, they won't even know that you are possibly from the streets or from a really bad neighborhood, because you're just fooling them. And while I don't really think that that is necessary to put on a face for people, I really just think it's fascinating, because it totally is true. Like, you base your judgments of people on how they dress and how they speak, and it's just amazing. It's amazing that this entire thing is just based solely on that one idea. I love the sets, I love the songs, I love the story, I love the cast. It was my first Audrey Hepburn movie, and it will always just have a special place in my heart.
They had put a fart machine into my sleeping bag.